Lil Durk's lawyers just created 3 ways to have Durk released from jail in 2025, beginning with an alibi for Lil Durk's lyrics that lawyers claim was self-snitching. As Durk's lawyer announced in court, in a move out of the YSL trial playbook, Lil Durk's producer says in a declaration in the M for Hire case that the Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy song with Babyface Ray, which prosecutors say bragged about the passing, was actually recorded 7 months before Lil Pab passed away, with the court document attached showing the original project file of the song being made and recorded before the incident even went down. The lyrics they're claiming are, and I quote, "Look on the news and see your son screaming no, no," where Quando Rondo was at the scene of the crime screaming no on the sidewalk.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
They also made a connection to the other lyrics where Lil Durk raps, "Told me they got an Addy, go, got the location, go," where there was an announcement of, Brick Baby says that he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Lil Durk had asked him because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd up it.
Right.
As Brick Baby has already mentioned, this is nothing to do with the crime that went down. It was all hypothetical, and he already agreed not to snitch against Lil Durk. But also the Quando Rondo screaming lyrics has to be one of the biggest coincidences of all time. The prosecutors would then bite back, revealing their own new evidence against Durk and his lawyers in the courtroom, announcing, and I quote, over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio, video recordings, and surveillance footage, as well as 20,000 pages of reports, are currently being processed for discovery, which ties into when DJ Academics revealed all of Lil Durk's albums that he released is a roadmap of the crimes that Durk has allegedly committed.
2020 Von, 2021 his brother dies. 2022 the niggas who his brother, they get clapped. The two Von, at least a cousin of theirs get clapped. 2023 he drops an album, I'm almost healed. You ever think about that, chat? It's like poetic. 2020, Von dies. 2021, his brother dies. 2022, get back for both those situations. 2023, I'm almost healed. Crazy, huh?
Like the video if you want Lil Durk released, but it seems as if he created a roadmap for himself on getting revenge and then finally healing. With the hard evidence coming out, it was then announced Lil Durk's longtime and co-defendant in his M for Hire case OTFDD may be considering a plea deal, as the passing of Lil Pab is not the only case that Lil Durk is now being linked to. There's many cases coming out that OTF members have allegedly been involved in, and OTFDD seems to be getting away from it while he can. Today's court hearing announced the feds believe Lil Durk paid to get these 2 people dealt with. Number 1, Stefan Mack, who got Lil Durk's brother D-Thang. Number 2, OTF Jam's baby mom. She passed after Lil Durk found out that he wore a wire around him. Feds think OTF Jam is the key to putting Lil Durk in jail for all 3 crimes, as this was the Instagram live where Lil Durk and OTF members noticed that Jam was wearing a wire. He was seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering in it, almost looking like he's trying to see if everything's connected.
Oh, hey, kid. I ain't gonna lie, my whole dream changed. I ain't gonna lie, like back in the day. Oh, my. Oh, dang. Like back in the day. Oh, look, he took out.
Check on your man, I heard you got his head.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, when I was growing up, I
don't have a dare.
Architect.
Having a who?
I'm having a dare.
Schools out of town.
All that woofing on the net, it got your man.
Metro!
Metro!
Alongside this, the prosecutors invested more and more. They wanted to make sure Lil Durk's chances of receiving a bond was minimal, so they would show the judge this evidence here, which goes and reads, Lil Durk linked a newly unsealed file in a Chicago passing where he is alleged to be the one behind the passing of Stefan Mack. It is believed that Mack was targeted as revenge for the passing of Lil Durk's brother D-Thang. They haven't officially charged him yet, but he is being named in recently unsealed paperwork in advance of his detention hearing today, where they would end up showing in the court document this Instagram story where Lil Durk writes, for D-Thang, aha. Alongside this Instagram story where Lil Durk is laughing moments after Stefan Mack sadly passed.
You can't see us, what? Tweak on the folks. Right. Hey, somebody always said, slap a con. Somebody always said, slap a con. Well, look on who that'll, yeah. What goofy said that? He said, bro, like a cheeseburger. Ain't nothing cheesy over here, stupid little boy. It's real water. Y'all Jews. Y'all over for real. Hey, I know what it be too, bud. What's that? Like everybody be having that cheese, you know? Y'all be doing shout outs, man. Okay. You gotta know your jury. Like, if somebody want me to give them a shout out for some jury, I'm gonna make sure you're in that vault. Yeah.
As while they are gathering a timeline for the Instagram Live, the Instagram story where Durk was laughing did happen the exact same day that Stefan Mack sadly passed. But here, it gets even worse. This was only the beginning, as they would even show more evidence of Brick Baby speaking publicly when he said during an interview, you can't say Lil Durk never slid for King Von anymore because they got Lil Pab, literally snitching on him in front of 10,000 viewers.
This is just it. Five Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk OTF accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pab was unalive. Suspects face the penalty if convicted.
But was this an attempted hit?
Why would
they can't say that no more?
Then they put you as
God.
Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh! What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
When Lil Durk was just arrested, Brick Baby was on live stream. Then the owner of the stream brought up the old reaction interview where he mentioned that you can't say Durk never slid, making him forced to re-watch the moment that he drew federal attention to Lil Durk's name. Now with the feds knowing to look into Lil Durk, they also found other evidence of King Von jewelry shopping with two of the suspects in this case, being DD and Boogie.
Solitary. Hey, big fan. We just looked at him. Let's go over there. What up, bro? Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
Which makes it very likely they also would have wanted revenge for King Von. However, the ops against Lil Durk also noticed all of this very incriminating evidence against him. This is why they wanted revenge. It would be announced. Sources allege Lil Durk's fast prison transfer was caused by issues within his cell block. Being a high-profile rapper likely caused him to be targeted for commissary and money, as the following day after, Quando Rondo and his best friend Lil Tim did separate interviews, but they both said the exact same message, making it look like a very weird coincidence like Durk's lyrics earlier in the video. Lil Tim would start by saying the act towards King Von should have been avoided. Lil Durk also should have never slid and threw his entire life away, trying to get revenge for a beef that he and Quando were okay with ending.
No, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f him and shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
In a different interview, but released on the exact same day, Quando said the same thing, saying that he wishes it was handled a different way, and that Durk never should have thrown his entire life away trying to get revenge. He has a family with tons of responsibilities.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like they could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Which is a very weird coincidence, just like Lil Durk's lyrics against Quando Rondo. This, however, made Durk's life in jail extremely hard. He was moved into a new county jail with terrible living conditions, pretty similar to YNW Melly, where Charleston White even said, people like YNW Melly, who committed an M, shouldn't be living good inside a jail, similar now to Lil Durk.
Even the YMW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated. When you done chose to play somebody.
However, Lil Durk's lawyers were able to secure a second reason as to why he'll be released in 2025, beginning with reports of Lil Durk found out his co-defendant, OTF Vonnie, filed for protective custody when they came to court together this week. This led to the attention of Lil Durk's best friend, Bezu, who reacted on IG Live.
No motherfucker know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real, for real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on, for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all that threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on, for real. On my kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
But this is where it gets crazy, because DJ Academics would end up speaking on Vonnie allegedly snitching. This caused major confusion, but he revealed the true plan.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. That sounds so crazy. Now, this is why we have streams like this. This is, you know, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, you know, maybe jumped the maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
As Lil Durk knew that OTF Vonnie didn't snitch, and he didn't want people to diss him online for it, which is what resulted in a phone call from jail of Lil Durk saying himself is not going into protective custody, but in reality it's Vonnie that isn't either. The caption reads, "Just got off the phone with my brother Lil Durk. He's in good spirits, staying positive, and trying to get back home to his kids and family. We're not glorifying negativity, we're more than just street guys." That's actually an understatement. We're men of honor, in the code, no matter our financial status. Bro hit the main line with the rest of our kind, no protective custody.
This call was from a federal prison.
Say what, bro?
I said, I know you're real, but if you need anything, you know I got you.
You know, I appreciate it. You know the thought that count,
Yeah, I know how that be, bro. It don't matter, bro. We ain't never moved our money. Except for that first time. Once it was that, it was that. Once it was like then, it was everything was history.
Yeah. You know, I feel back to the same. I can't help it like shit. Where you from? What you got going? I see too, yeah.
Man, what? The PC. Hey.
They thought they thought a computer, you downstairs, they be like, man, you know you, man, send me upstairs. Whatever it is, I gotta adapt to it. Nah, for sure. Can't go no more. PC and come out acting all crazy.
Lil Durk would not be allowed to say that Vonnie isn't snitching or going into protective custody. So he said it himself that he is not going into protective custody at the exact same time when this is all going down. However, Academics has different feelings, saying that phone call was the worst thing that he could have done, but he needed to back up OTF Vonnie.
With all due respect to whoever 900 brother is, again, with all due respect to you, the guy's fighting for his life. I get it. Maybe for whatever reason, which I still think would be a dumb reason, let's say that Durk wants to address the people. You know how you put this out? You say, yo, Durk, we on. You let him say what he's saying to the public, and you cut it off. We don't need to hear y'all back and forth. Because a lot of this audio kind of feels like maybe this wasn't how Durk wanted to first communicate with everybody in the world. Anything he does is gonna go viral. Having a conversation about, you know, even if you think it's in good faith, yo, we don't move off money, nah, blah, blah, blah. It don't sound right. It don't sound right, brother.
Then leading into the third reason why Durk's lawyers will have him released, which starts with another lawyer online predicting his release date. It would be announced. Kodak Black's attorney, Bradford Cohen, says Durk has a chance to beat the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case unless OTF testifies against him. He says, I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Durk Banks. I think they have a long way to go to prove the conspiracy against him.
When it comes to Durk Banks, you know, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, you know, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, you know, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
It's still early enough in the case where the feds may not have enough evidence to prove that he did it without a reasonable doubt. It's possible his lawyers could get him free, but that's without hearing the audio recordings that OTF Jam picked up on his wire for the last 2 years. However, the lawyer would reveal Durk's release date depending on if someone snitches or not.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, you know, didn't actually kill the guy, you know, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that shot, but it didn't hit, you know, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.